All right, so we're out here working on something again. We got us a pig fence that needs a little bit of patching up. This thing's been sitting around for 2 or 3 years unused, and we ain't really needed it till this point, but we're gonna have to make us another little pen for our pigs. We gotta separate some of them out. So got this thing spread out here, and we're gonna see what we need to do. I done already had to replace this top piece here because there was one missing, and we went through and rolled it out and looked at it, and we got one spot here that's completely broken and another place that's almost broken. So we're going to see if we can use this repair kit that we've got here. When you order a fence from Premier One, they automatically send you a repair kit like this in case something happens that it tears up a little bit. So there's some replacement pieces, some wires and things. So we're going to see what we can do with what we got here. All right, so what we got to do here is cut off the bad part, the frayed part right there. And we got some wire here that we're going to patch it up with, and a couple of these metal pieces to put over the knot we tie. So first of all, a pair of scissors, and just snip her off. Now then we'll get into this because the section. After we tie one end, so we'll tie this end first, just tie a knot in it. Got it? Yep. Alright, there's that end done. Alright, we got that figured out. Where we going with it? Right to the... right here, right? Okay. Now, I believe you can tie about any type of knot you want to in this. Just depends on how you want to do it. But main thing is tying a knot, tug on it, see if it'll stay. And which if you got pigs that's already trained to electric like we do, they probably ain't gonna get tangled up in it and mess it up no way. But if you ain't got them trained already, yeah, you probably want to make sure it's good and sturdy. All right. Now we just got to put our little metal clips on there and tighten them down. Alright, so we're just going to take this little clamp and put it over. Let me hold that down for you. The end of the wire there. There you go. Just clamp it down. Now it won't fit over the knot itself, so we're just going to put it over this to try to make sure it holds that in place. We did the same thing over here, and that way it can't. Gives a little more security, I guess. It probably wouldn't come apart anyway, but all right. So there we have it. A repair done. We're going to do the other one. Ain't no need in filming that, and I don't assume, since we did one of them. And we'll be back with y'all in a few. We're down here clearing out an area to put our pig fence that we just mended, and look at what we found. A bunch of tomato plants that's just volunteered to come up. There's tons of them all through here. All up through here. And what that is, I'm sure, is where we fed the pigs. The other pigs was here at one time, and we moved that pen, but we fed them some tomatoes that was rotted in the garden or whatever throughout the summer. And the seeds has come up, and I'm telling you, I guarantee you, there's 50 to 75 of these plants at least. Tons of them. So, pretty interesting. Just thought I'd show that. Alright, we're gonna stretch this fence out. Make us a new pen down here. There ain't been no pigs on this area in a while, and we had to do some cleaning up. All that brush that's over in there was up here, so we cut all that down, got all the vines out. Howdy, wifey. And now we're going to make them a pen down here. This land right here, this little area, has rested for quite a while, so that's good to let your area rest for a while before you put something on it, let the parasites kind of die out and stuff. See, we got some pigs up there. That's mom and the babies. And we got these guys over here, and we're going to move that middle one right there because she's bred and she should be having babies, I think, next month, I believe is what I said. But all right, we're gonna get this thing up. It's getting kind of dark. We're gonna try to get this thing up quick as we can. And all right, so the pig on the right here, she is bred, and we think she's gonna have babies next month, I believe. So now, as far as we know, we saw him get her. Now, whether it took or not, I don't know. I would assume it did, because he's a good boy. We know he's the father of the babies we got now, and this is her first breeding, so I do not know for sure. But it's, you know, we got to plan ahead and hope for the best. Hope and pray she does good. But what we're going to do, we're going to put her in the piglet net, because it's got the small squares and babies can't get out of it. And we're going to move mama and the bigger piglets down to this area that are putting up, so that'll be a lot better. And this ground right here has rested for a few months, so the parasites ought to be dead. That's good to break that cycle if you can. We'd like to move our pigs more than we do if we could, but with a limited amount of land, that's just the way it goes. You just move them as you can and do the best you can what you got. We got a lot of rocks here. This is a rocky area. In this part of East Tennessee, ain't nothing we can do about that. You know, you just got a limited amount you can work with a fence and stuff. So the sheep really like the rocks. They climb on them and have a good time on them, but you know, they're not beneficial in any other way. But we just work what we got. We're gonna get this fence up and we go help her, and we'll be back with y'all. All right, we got mom and the babies over here in the new pen. They enjoying this green stuff. So, good deal. And we're gonna get them a little shelter in here and get that done, but I'm about to run out of daylight, so I don't know if we'll get the other pig moved or not. But these guys were definitely very easy to handle. It's one of the great things about this breed of pig is they're so easy to handle compared to the bigger ones. It's unbelievable. So, but anyway, we'll get this finished up best we can. Well, we're back and it got dark on us, but we did get the job done. So, I don't know if you can see her over there, but there's her pig and her new pen over here. Baby's down there, but we got all the fences put back together and we're going to test her charge here. The wife moved them around a little bit to try to get everything off of them, because if you got anything against these electric nets, it'll take away from the charge. So this little tester comes with a kit. If you get the charger and the fence, this tester does come with it. And you just hook, there's a wire here, and it's got this end on it. And you just put it into the ground. So, just push it down in the ground. And then you take this tip here, right there in that little notch, and you stick it on the fence. So, looks like we got about a 5.6. And that is good. 5.7, what that is 5,600 volts. And we're supposed to be at least 3,000 is what it says on the website. So 3.0 or above, so we're pretty darn good on our fence. So I believe we're ready to trust it so it'll do its job and keep them in. All right, we'll check the far end down there just to make sure, and believe it or not, the charge is even better down here. It don't make any sense, but oh well. 6.7, that's 6,700 volts, so we're over double what we have to have. So yeah, that's pretty darn good. All right, we're going to check out for today. We appreciate y'all watching. Thanks for all our subscribers, and if you ain't subscribed, please do. We sure appreciate it. And thank y'all, and God bless y'all.